Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to Infinity Tarot. If you haven't been here before, my name is Monique and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. We are going to get stuck straight into your full May reading for 2024. So angel spirits and guides, please send us the messages, inspiration, guidance, advice, anything from spirit, from the divine, for our lovely Virgos. So I just want to ask you quick to just smash that like button for me if you don't mind, just so that more people can see my videos. I'd so appreciate it. Thank you. And don't forget that I also do daily doses of the divine. Those are daily readings, and you can actually see, Virgo, how the energy continues for the month on a daily basis. All right, so let's get started right away. So your first card of the day is the 10 of Wands. The 10 is always you reaching the end of something, an end of a cycle, an end of a journey. It could be a relationship or a job, anything that is culminating in a completion. All right, so some of you could be feeling you've reached the end of this journey and you're really feeling that heaviness. You're feeling very tired. You're feeling like, you've reached the end of this journey, but you don't have energy for anything anymore. And you desperately want to lay down these burdens. You desperately want to take a moment out and just have some time to yourself. I would definitely encourage you to do that, Virgo. And also just to make sure that you are always, when you finish doing something, to re-energize yourself by spending time alone. Go into nature. If you are at the sea, take that lovely walk on the beach, but try and do it by yourself. Completely disconnect from other people, even your family, because it is vital for you to re-energize. You need to do it in a place where you are feeling where you can focus on your spiritual practice, where you can focus on yourself, and just allow yourself to have that mental rest. Because there's some of you have really achieved a lot here. The ones represent your life purpose, your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions. And if you've reached the end of a journey, it is very important that you make time just to have a breather, just to have a little moment of rest before you continue on to the next thing. And this character, he's so busy looking at his feet, he can't see the forest for the trees, everything is not clear. All he can feel is that heaviness. All right. And so it is vital that you let go of the old cycle or whatever it is that you've just completed and prepare yourself for the new cycle that's about to start or that's coming in. Be very interested to see, Virgo, what the next card is for you. All right. 6. This is exactly what I said here, Virgo. It is vital for you to have balance between your spiritual world and your material world. So what I like about the 6 of Pentacles, first of all, you can see this character here is dressed in yellow and this character in blue. So yellow represents your, like the Pentacles, it represents your material world, and blue in tarot usually means spirituality. And you can see that this person that's standing here of a high status, he is in a position to provide financial assistance to the person that represents the material world. So he's offering those resources to that person, but he, in his wisdom, he knows that this person requires more spiritual assistance. So you could be finding yourself as one of these two people. Perhaps you're feeling a little spiritually depleted. You're feeling that exhaustion where you can't seem to focus. You can't seem to find that harmony within you. And as we know, Virgo, you create your external environment from your internal environment. Okay, so it is very important that you find balance and structure, and you in a place of peace and calm before you start pursuing the things in the material world. And everything happens in phases, like, or ups and downs. So it's important when you're down, when you've peaked, you've just accomplished so many things in your life, but you're starting to feel that downward trend, that you take those moments, and there's nothing wrong with resting. There's nothing wrong with taking time out from your busy life and just spending time on yourself, pampering yourself. Make sure that self-care is a priority. It should be for everyone anyway. Okay, it is very important that you take time out to have, start eating well again. Maybe some of you physically need to actually start eating better, getting a little bit of exercise going, but also that you focus on your spiritual health as well. Because when those two are in balance, as represented by the number 6, 6 is harmony, balance, flow, just that nice, smooth, perfect, as represented by the scales, scales being in perfect balance with each other. Because when both things have equal attention, or they're getting equal priority. Okay, so yes, you need to focus on your material world because you have a job, you have a life, you have a partner, you have children, but if you neglect your spiritual life as well, there's going to be an imbalance, and then you're going to feel that disharmony inside you, emotionally, energetically. Okay, which is where this fatigue is coming in as well. So this person could be, that could represent the universe, okay, just saying to you, listen, re-establish your balance again. Find that harmony. Find that place of stillness where you remove yourself from that place that is weighing you down, okay, that is taking too much out of you, and make sure that you find a place of restoration. All right, let's see the third card for you. Here's another 6, Virgo. This is confirmation of exactly what I just said. Thank you, Spirit. So this is another 6. Okay, and because this is the 6 of Swords, Virgo, this card represents you moving away from psychological upset, that psychological pain even, moving away from a situation that is making you think. Your thinking is actually what is causing this feeling out of sorts, feeling like you're not in control anymore, feeling like the outside world is controlling you. And as I said, because it's a sword card and swords represent your thoughts, it could be your ego that is trying to dominate. It is voices, however well-meaning some, advice from other people are, how vital or advisable guidance from other people can be. All right, sometimes it brings discord. Sometimes it doesn't make us feel like what people are telling us is right. And when you start feeling that discord, when your mind is like in a frantic state where you're feeling worry and concern, and you start feeling fear and doubt about whatever situation you're facing, when you're in that position, it is vital that you remove yourself from it to get clarity. Okay, so this card is telling you it is time that you move away from that situation to calmer waters, to a place of peace and tranquility, so that you can start seeing things clearly, you can start thinking clearly. And sometimes that literally means completely isolating yourself from the world, from the people around you. Okay, even at work, your boss, whatever that means for you. I know those viewers watching today, you know exactly what that is. So spend time in solitude, really meditate, go deep, get your thoughts in order. Okay, find that balance and harmony. You've got 2 6s here from Spirit, so that is double the energy, double the message. Okay, Virgo, that you start restoring that imbalance that's taking place, and that imbalance is emotional, spiritual, energetically, mentally. Okay, so it's all that internal, anything that has to do with your internal processes. Reconnecting to your divine family and really asking them for help and guidance about what it is. Or maybe some of you are really actually trying to find a solution to something, and the only way to do that is to actually step away from it so that you can see the big picture. Okay, I'm going to draw 3 confirmation cards. So for the 10 of Wands, we've got the 9 of Wands. Goodness. Okay, so look here, Virgo. All right. So we've got both the 9 and the 10 of Wands. So some of you are definitely feeling, wow, something has really, metaphorically speaking, beaten you down. Okay, it has really taken it out of you. And you feeling like this wounded warrior who's like, I don't know if I've got the energy to even contemplate looking at something new. That doesn't matter. There's no rush in life, Virgo, for you to make decisions about your life immediately. Okay, that is a societal thing that has been like embedded in us. You know, you've got to make quick decisions or you're going to miss out. You know, if you don't make the right decisions, and you know you're not fast to the starting line, then you're going to miss out and you're just going to lose out on everything. That is absolute rubbish. Okay, because what that does, it puts you into such a state, mental and emotional state, that you know you are going to end up like this. You're going to end up feeling like the world and everything has just gotten you so down to a point where you don't feel like you have the energy to continue. And with the 10 of Wands, this spirit is saying you have to lay these burdens down, okay, before you can rest. You can't rest if you're still dragging things behind you, if you're still listening to those voices, if you're still, you know, carrying that heaviness with you, whatever that is that's causing that heaviness. And, you know, this can also feel like, you know, he's a victim. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I'm feeling so exhausted and life is just, you know, he's also afraid that if he continues along the path that he's on, that he's just going to not find that energy and not be able to carry on anymore. That, you know, he just totally wants to give up. This can also be a card about that. Some of you are feeling like you just want to give in, you know, give up. You want to throw in the towel. You're not interested. All right. And when you get to that place, it is vital that you become aware of the dangers of that, of burnout, of such utter exhaustion that you just literally can't continue with life anymore. Okay. So I really feel strongly that Spirit is urging you here, Virgo, for the month of May, to perhaps take some time out for yourself. Okay. Not perhaps. I think that's exactly what Spirit is saying. Take time out. Remove yourself from what is causing this mental distress, what is causing the disharmony. Okay. The devil. All right. I'm just placing my fingers over the 2 humans in the card because there is no nudity allowed. All right. So the devil card. I think some of you are really caught up in a negative cycle of perhaps this whole thing, this saying just came into my head, all work, no play. Okay, I think that means something to some of you. All work, no play. Virgo, that is a very dangerous way to exist because you are going to collapse. Your health is going to start suffering. Your mental, you know, your mental clarity is just going to be gone. Your physical body is going to start just deteriorating. You're going to be sick more often. If you're not eating well and you're not sleeping and you're not spending time out and taking time out from work, okay, and from your busy life, you are going to burn out eventually. It is going to happen, Virgo. Okay. And the devil card is here because it is saying that if you are caught in that negative cycle, that perpetual, I must work to pay the bills, I must work to do this, I must work to do that, you have to be careful that it is not destroying you. Okay, it is not draining you to the point where you're going to end up, perhaps even some of you, in like a really terrible situation, you know, where you end up in hospital. I'm just going to the extreme here, but that is possible. Remember, stress is the killer. Stress is the one that brings disease in the body. Okay, stress creates immune problems, digestion problems, skin problems. Like it can lead to everything, can even lead to cancer. So those of you who are struggling with with a huge amount of stress, you are eventually going to suffer the consequences of that. Okay, you're going to start looking like this dude over here, where he's like bandaged up, you know, he's covered in blood, you know, he's being really beaten down. And I think some of you are feeling this way, or you are headed here. Okay. And the devil card has come up because Spirit is saying you have to break the cycle. You have to step out of that cycle. Otherwise, you are going to end up in a place that you don't want to be, Virgo. All right. 5 of Wands. So again, you've got 3 Wands cards here. So Spirit is getting your attention. The 5s are all about this really frenetic energy, Virgo. You know, your energy is scattered. Your thoughts are scattered. Your life is feeling quite a bit out of control right now. There is a huge amount of imbalance for some of you. And because I think this message is very clear. And it is vital for you to get clarity and balance back into your life, physically, spiritually, and finding that passion again that you had at the start of the year. Because maybe it's taken these 4 months to get to this point where you are feeling just, I can't anymore. And the year it's not even halfway over yet. And I really can't continue anymore. All right. And your energy is scattered. Your focus is scattered. So you're trying to decide which direction to go in next. But you can't get clear, Virgo. I know I'm repeating myself, but I just constantly hear Spirit saying this. You cannot have clarity. You cannot have a clear vision, okay, until your balance is restored. So it is vital that you find time to isolate, to meditate, to journal, and to even physically rest. And if that takes a week, 2 weeks, even a month, okay. I know we're all working to pay bills and things like that, but if you can afford even a few hours, one day, even this coming weekend, if you can take some time out for yourself, okay. I'm recording this before the weekend. I think when you get this, Virgo, it's going to be the weekend already. But I urge you to please make sure that you spend time to rejuvenate, okay. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. You're going to end up collapsing, and you're going to start getting, you know, feeling not so great with yourself. Look at this card. This is from the psychic reading deck. Look at this card. This is what some of you are doing right now. You are trying to juggle everything this way, that way. You are trying to, you know, manage everything. You are trying to manage other people's lives. You are trying to do everything for other people. But here's the problem, Virgo. Okay, you are going to end up the one that is going to be sick in bed. Not the other people. Okay, the other people are getting the benefit from you giving your all and completely depleting yourself for them. But then what good is that going to do you at the end of the day? It is time to get selfish, Virgo. It is time for you and you alone to rejuvenate, all right? To make sure that you give yourself that self-care spiritually, physically, emotionally, that you have to have before you go back to a life that is clearly taking a lot from you. All right. I think this entire reading is just to remind you that in order for you to do everything with 100% focus and energy, you have to rest. These physical bodies of ours need rest. They need rejuvenation. They need to be pampered. They need to be taken care of. And if you don't do that, Virgo, you are going to find yourself in a place that, you know, you're going to look back and you're just going to say, I can't believe that I actually did that to myself. And you don't want to be in that position where you are ill. Okay. So I think this is a very clear reading for you today. Well, for this month, Virgo. So maybe May is the month that you need to take time out. You need to say to everybody around you, stop. I am removing myself. I will not be available to you for the next few days or for the next few hours. Whatever you can manage to do. Okay, sending you so much courage to just put those boundaries in place, Virgo. All right, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can get your daily readings, just to see how our spirit is continuing with the energy day to day into the month of May. And I will see you next time, Virgo. Please take care. Bye.